everybody, this is David with Guitar Lab. Here we are for our next lesson. Today we're going to be working on a new technique. This one is called alternate picking. With guitar, there's essentially three main techniques that we would use, and that would be strumming on chords, fingerstyle play with finger picking, and then picking patterns. So today's an introduction into picking patterns with alternate picking. So we're going to be using three chords now that we know how to read the chord charts. Two of these are going to be mini chords, just partial chords, and then one full regular chord, which is the E minor. So that's where we're going to start today. Step one, let's build our E minor chord. So that's going to be middle finger on the A string second fret, and then ring finger on the D string second fret, building that E minor chord that we worked on previously. Now for step one, our left hand is done. This is all about what we're doing with our pick hand. So we're going to pick 3 down and 1 up. So what that means is I'm going to pick E string, A string, D string with a down pick. And then I'm going to come with an up pick back to the A string. That's the first half of this pattern, 3 down, 1 up. E, A, D, A. Now for the second half of this pattern, I'm going to skip down to the G string and I'm going to come 3 up and 1 down. So that's G, D, A with the up pick and down on the D. So our goal now is to put these two halves together. Get a really nice pattern, alternating the direction of our pick in our pattern. All right, moving on to step 2. We're going to see what I call a mini chord, and that's going to be the top half of a G chord. But we're going to use different fingers than we would for a G chord. I'm going to leave my middle finger on the A2, and I'm going to put my ring finger, taking it off of the D string, I'm going to move it to the 3rd fret of the low E string. So we have the top half of a G chord. Now we have our left hand done for step 2, and we're going to apply the exact same pattern that we did in step 1 to this new mini chord. So again, that's 3 down, 1 up. Skip down to the G string, come 3 up, and then 1 down on the D string. Now, if you're hearing a muted note in this like that, remember the tips from our chord lesson. We want to roll those fingers up to the top so they're standing on their tiptoes and make sure we have really good pressure. So if we put step 1 and 2 together, that's what we have so far. Now for our third and final step, we're going to take both of those fingers off and we're going to move our middle finger to the low E2. And this is an F sharp note, and that's it, just one finger. Again, make sure it's rolled up on its tip and we're getting good pressure. And you might have guessed it, we're going to do the exact same pattern again. 3 down, 1 up, starting on the low E string. Skip down to the G, 3 up, 1 down. Down on that D string. Excellent. These are the 3 steps, and our goal is to repeat these and try to work towards a consistent tempo. Just a steady tick, 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 tick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can stay on one shape and practice it as long as you want. In the long run, though, the goal is to play one pattern per shape. Now, you can also run this pattern just all down picking, and it'll still work. But in the long run, it's going to be better practice for you to practice using the up and down picks so that you're more flexible for other patterns that we might learn down the road. So, one last recap here. We have the E minor shape, with our middle and ring finger, the top part of a G chord with the ring finger on the low E3 and the middle finger on the A2, and then our final shape with the middle finger on the low E2. And run these patterns back to back. And when you finish, it's nice to come back to the E minor chord and just give it a nice little strum. And if you really want to spice this up, you can start practicing dynamics a little bit. And what I mean by that is letting some notes be quieter than others, and the note that you would want to hit a little harder, make a little louder, would be the very first note in the pattern. It gives it that nice emphasis, and that bass note rings out through the entire thing. There we go. So this is our introduction into alternate picking, one of the three main techniques that we're going to use in our guitar playing. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and stay tuned for the next lesson. You have a great day.